Alright, so just wanted to start off by saying hello. Um, I haven't made any videos related to game development stuff, um, but I wanted to share a game that me and my buddies have been working on. Right now, the game is called CS Blocks, but I plan on changing the name to Overcharge because that's what we have planned for the weapons and stuff. But for the most part, the way it works is you'll load into this lobby, and
Jesus Christ!
sorry for the background noise, but you'll load into this lobby, and you'll pick like a loadout and stuff. Here, I'll show, like I'll do a team test real quick. Now, what you see on this video is not going to be the same as what's in the game right now, because this is all current updates that I'm currently working on. But you'll pick something like the shotgun, like a 1911, or a healing item, and then you click choose loadout, and then when you click choose loadout, you spawn in the middle of this ring right here. These statues are the developers and stuff, including myself, which is the spring trap right there. And also we have a kill counter, dummy kills counter, and a life system, which that currently isn't in the game, but will be brought into the game on update 1.2. There's a level XP system, which I'm also bringing into the game. And then on the top right, there's a leaderboard. Right now it says kills, but I'm going to change it to points because I want to use those points for like a shop system and stuff, which might go over here on the top time play leaderboard. So other than that, I have some other stuff that I want to bring into the game. Like, I'll take some screenshots and put them up on this video, and my plan is to add like a scythe into the game and a fan-made version of the Mist Circle melee weapon. And we're doing a fan-made version of the Mist Circle weapon because obviously for copyright reasons we can't just duplicate the weapon, I don't think. So we're making our own version of the Mist Circle compass, and then what I'm essentially going to do with these melee weapons is I am going to have them have this specific animation. So like normally a melee weapon, you swing the melee weapon and it does damage, but to fit the rebranding of the name for this game from CS Blocks to Overcharge, I want to make the melee weapons essentially have this like elemental manifestation essentially. And what that means is that these melee weapons, like for example the Mist Circle compass fan-made not blah, 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 I can't speak, sorry, but the Mist Circle fan-made compass that we have as a model in our studio, that will essentially be set up as a manifestation where like the two compass pieces that normally would be the blades for Mist Circle's weapon, they would split apart, and essentially there'll be a visual effect that shows an orb, and then when you get in, then it would allow you to shoot kind of like a gun, but it has its own properties and stuff. What you're seeing now is live gameplay. Now it's gonna be a little choppy, because I have a potato PC, but this is one of the maps, and this will be a good time for me to show like the system. So like this is a 1911. Now to make it easier, you can probably see I'm using the FPS template, and this is just to make this was to make production of the weapons system a lot easier, because this is like my first game. Everyone in this team is like really new to this, so we wanted to make things easier by just using a pre-made FPS system. But there's stuff like you can use this gun, which that's the 1911. It has I think it has pretty good sound effects and stuff. I wanted it to be based off of Call of Duty, specifically Black Ops 1, because that's what I remember playing growing up. So it has a good shoot animation and stuff, because its animations are technically still the blasters. And if this is the shotgun, as you can see, it still has like the blaster image and stuff. But for the most part, I think it works really well, because what we wanted the shotgun to do is to essentially have like this knockback effect. So if I go and shoot this dummy, you go flying backwards. and there wasn't any reload sound there, but that's fine. I can fix that later. But yeah, this was like still very bare bones, because like I said, there's a lot of this that I'm showing probably isn't in the game yet because we haven't released the update, because I wanted to work on some extra stuff. So like I think right now if you join, the shotgun would be there, but like you can get out of the map and stuff like that, which essentially just makes the game basically like very broken. But for the most part, I think it's good. There's gonna be 2 other maps as well. So like the map you're seeing now, this was the original map that we were just gonna have players play on. It would just be this map, but we decided to box this in and like give our own lighting effects and stuff, because we want players to be able to have map rotation and intermission and stuff like that. So that's why you guys saw like the lobby and all that. So essentially that lobby will have, like I said, the shop system, like I said earlier, like the shop system and stuff like that. And essentially your goal would be to run around, you know, shoot your friends and stuff, have fun. There's a kill streak HUD on the bottom left, a health bar. You know, you can see your ammo thanks to the blaster template. It kind of auto implemented that, so it made making new guns a lot easier. And yeah, I really like how this project is going so far. Again, I apologize for the background audio. I have my brother here. But yeah, I'm waiting for the countdown to go down real quick, so that way hopefully you guys can see like a different map or something. Because the way the system is set up is that it's supposed to randomize the map, so chances are you could end up back on like the same map. And we had this cool little ventilation thing. You can climb up this. And this right here, I'm trying to figure out this. It may be because of the climbing thing, the what you want to call it? The tool that you can, not the tool, but the thing you can insert on the block. I'll have to fix that. That was supposed to be for visual effects. But yeah, this is, like I said, I like this map a lot. I like how it came together. It is, you know, to me, I think it looks bare bones, but to someone else, it may be like a really good map. Because we're not, like I said, we're still very new to this, so I think what we have done so far, it looks nice. I'm trying to think of what else to mention. Here, what I can do, I can set my character real quick. Now, I also have to figure that out because this game has a life system, and it's like, you get 3 lives total. I was going to change it to 5. I just hadn't gotten to that, so that will be a part of the next update, which I think, as of this video, we're on update 1.1, which was the implementation of the shotgun. So, update 1.2 would be all these changes, like the brand new lobby system and all that. I actually should have, I should actually have a thing for, I think I made the screen go black there for a second because I didn't set up the source on what you want to call it. I didn't set up a source for OBS. But yeah, we have some good stuff, I think. I should have showed you guys the selection of weapons. I'll waste that life real quick. One thing I also gotta do is have it set up where the lives get reset upon the change between the round to the intermission. But yeah, we have a Desert Eagle, which right now is like I think a 1-tap weapon with a slightly long reload cooldown. That way players can't abuse the 1-tap mechanic. The shotgun can 1-tap, but it has 15 different rays. They each do like 8 damage a pellet. So the only time you're going to get that 1-tap is if you're close enough to hit the 1-tap. But so realistically, it's like it could do the damage you want, but it's mainly meant for movement because I wanted to make the game feel nice and stuff without like overcomplicating the movement system. There's a 1022 Ruger, just works like a 1022 Ruger. It has, I think, a basic damage stat of like, I don't know, 20, maybe less than 20. maybe 15 damage a bullet shot. Here I'll pick it real quick with the regular blaster. But yeah, I gotta fix the icon for this too, but yeah, I don't know what's up with the animation. But yeah, this is the 1022 Ruger. This is probably the first gun that I worked on, like, as a full custom. Like, obviously it's just taking this blaster and then changing the view model, but it makes things easier when all you have to do is, like, just copy and paste a view model and texture that you make, and then just add, like, custom animations and sounds. It makes the progression of adding guns to the game a lot faster and can bring more variety a lot quicker. But yeah, I really like how this is set up. I put this 1022 Ruger together because it would be based off of my own 1022 Ruger that I have. And I just genuinely like it. Oh yeah, and I forgot to mention, this is also one of the other maps. So you can kind of see the lobby up there, so we'll have to figure out how we're going to mess with that, if we just want to make, like, the background, like, the outer part of it look better or something. But for the most part, like I said, I think I've said this so many times now. I'm trying to figure out what to say for this first video. But yeah, this is map 2, as you can see on the upper part of the text, the round in progress, map 2. And essentially there's 3 maps. The other one is a, like, what you want to call it? Kind of like a factory kind of map, but it's meant to be more darker and gloomy, so you have to watch your corners, because there's a whole bunch of shipping containers that kind of make up the walls in the map, so you have to watch your corners and stuff when you're in there. Oh yeah, and then we also have a healing item. I haven't added animations to it yet, but it still functions perfectly fine, because what the healing item is that it's just a single mod. It's like a model with some other models on it, and what it's meant to do is literally just heal you. So, like, if I had taken damage somehow, this would heal me for, I think, 20 or 30 health points. You can't spam it because there's a 5-second cooldown, and obviously if you're already fully healed, it's just going to constantly say cooldown is active. But yeah, that's pretty much everything we have right now. I believe I did go over what we want to bring into the game that's currently being worked on alongside the stuff we have. If there's anything I missed, I'll either include it in the video as, like, pictures on top of the gameplay or something, or just mention it in the description or a message in the comment section. But yeah, I mean, this game is coming together pretty smoothly. I would say maybe a couple bumps in the road, because everyone here is still new to their stuff. Well, I guess I can't say new, because then it'd be like, you guys probably be like, oh, well, if you're new to the game, then how did you suddenly get a game scripted? And I'd be sitting there with my head in a swivel like I didn't know. But anyways, but yeah, I mean, other than, like I said, the FPS template Roblox gives you, and then just scripting some, you know, basic round rotations and stuff like that, I mean, we have a pretty decent game going. The game still is an alpha, which is why I'm not, like, I'm super hyped for this game. I really am. But I think it's important to let you guys know it's an alpha, because I don't want you guys to, like, hop in here and be like, oh, I can't wait to play the game and have so much fun with the movement system, and then you get in here and it's like, oh, what is this? I guess another thing I could talk about too is how the XP system works. So if you kill a dummy, like I just did with the 1022, you're gonna get like 1 XP per dummy, and that's solely for the fact that we don't want people to just automatically be able to go into a private server and then just, like, I don't know, like, macro their way into winning, which is why we have the randomization for maps instead of just in order. So, like, if this intermission went through, it'd probably be, like, something different. Like, it'd probably go back to map 1, or it may recognize that map 3 hasn't been picked yet, and it might go to map 3, but it's not a guaranteed rotation system. It's randomized on purpose. That way players can't use any kind of macro or anything. Now, as far as scripts go, I wouldn't know how to kind of counter that just yet, but I'm sure Roblox has their thing they just put out with the server validation, I think is what it's called, or something like that, and their update logs. But I know they put out something that kind of just keeps people from flying around or shooting and stuff like that. But yeah, back to the XP system. Oh yeah, so you kill a dummy, it gives you 1 XP per dummy kill. So as you can see on the video, I'm level 5. And each dummy I killed is only going to give me 1 XP. But if you're having actual players to play with you, each player will give you 5 XP. Now the XP system right now is kind of rough, I'll be honest. So like you get 5 XP per player kill, but the XP system increases by 15 XP per level up to level 50. So 1 through 50. Starting at level 1, you only have to get like 15 XP to level up. And then your XP requirement gets increased by 15 XP up to level 50, and then levels 51 through 100, it's 25 XP per level up for the requirement. So it is a bit of a grind, because that would mean like level 51 or level 50 to 51, for example, you'd need to get like 775 XP, and then if you did like 755, I think, or 725. You put that in a calculator, I mean, that would give you the rough outline of how many kills you would need. I have my phone out. So I think I said 775. So like that divided by 5 XP a person, you'd have to kill 155 players, just to be able to level up once in the mid-range zone. So I mean, like I said, the XP system is kind of rough. We do plan on adding future stuff, like maybe events or something that could just bring the game to a like standpoint, you know, like most games have events and stuff where it's like, oh, you play this event, you can get extra XP and stuff like that, and it's just to keep the players in the game. So we may follow that kind of path to just bring in new events into the game, but we don't want it to be like a limited time event or something like that. Like, yeah, it'll say limited time as in, oh, if you're playing like for this certain amount of time, then you'll get these benefits, but you want it to be like not like after the limited time event ends, then all included items and weapons and stuff get like immediately put into the vault. No, we don't want to do that. We want to do a thing kind of like other games do, where like the limited time event happens, and after the limited time event, anything earned in that limited time event will still be accessible to you if you've earned it. Now, as of right now, there's no actual events or anything in the game right now, so we'll have to work on making events and stuff like that. But for the most part, what we have going on, I keep saying I, but it's more like we. What we have going on is decent, as most people would say. I'm leaving the lobby now because I want to come down here and show you guys what I meant by the melee weapons earlier. So like this is the scythe we have planned right now. So as you can see, like I said, I would just take this scythe, throw it on this blaster, and then with the whole manifestation thing, you would pull energy. Like essentially the lore behind the scythe would be like, oh, it's a ancient scythe that has the powers of whatever inside of it, and you would pull the manifestation of power from this scythe and then use it to shoot a projectile or throw the projectile at an enemy. Same with this mist circle weapon. These two parts of the mist circle compass will essentially just break apart, allowing a gap for you to shoot someone. And then most likely because of, and like in the game of fundamental paper education, it's like a heavy weapon, I recall, as someone has told me. So we'll probably keep that same kind of system as a heavy weapon, but it'll just be like heavy as in like it has a slightly long charge up time, but with a good damage output kind of thing. And then we got like grenades and molotovs and a rocket launcher. The grenade, and rocket launcher, and molotov, I did not make these. These actually came from a specific YouTuber
I'll put his link in the description, because I don't want to like sit here and be like, oh, this is mine, because it's not. I'm not trying to steal his content. So I'll link the guy who made these in the description if you guys want to go check him out. He has all kinds of like really good videos. And then, oh yeah, this is the model for the 1022. And then the shotgun was gonna use this shell right here. I can't remember if I put it in the animation. I should have. Yeah, it's in the animation, but the way the view model is that you really don't even see it. So it didn't make sense that I put it in there if you didn't even see the reload animation. But yeah, this right here is map 1. If I come over here, this is what map 1 looked like. We kind of, the way the system works is that we group this all together. So if I scroll up on my toolbar here, you have map 1, which is this one, map 2, which is this one that I showed in the plaything, and then map 3, this one right here, which is this like I said, office factory looking map. And you just kind of go through, and there's shipping containers everywhere. You use those as cover. Of course, the dummies are here, so if your friends aren't on, or if you're just playing solo in a private server, you can use the dummies for XP points, but it's not recommended, as like the XP gain from players to dummies is like significantly different. But yeah, this is pretty much everything we have right now. What we have already here on the video is going to look drastically different to what's actually available in the game as of right now, because the game is on public release. As of I think a week or so ago, we brought the game to an alpha public release, which introduced I think 1 brand new weapon and something like that, because we wanted to get the game out as fast as possible, which I think honestly that was the wrong move. But it's good to know that now we're taking the right steps to making a better game, something more enjoyable and something more foreseeable in the future, because now you have, like I said, the point system, the XP system, all of that revolves around all of that revolves around the game now, other than just you going in there and aimlessly shooting at your buddies or random players, whatever. So yeah, that's all I have for now. I just wanted to make this video so that way I can get this game out there and have people see it, because we've been doing nothing but just working on this game, and none of us kind of like had made a video on it. So that's what I'm doing. I'm making a video on the game, and I just wanted to talk about some stuff, and kind of like whoever is interested in the game, this would be their kind of point of view to know what the game is going to have for the next update, what we're bringing and stuff, and what changes we plan on bringing. Another thing I should mention, now that I brought up changes to the game, in the game right now, as of pre-alpha, or alpha 1.1, there is a couple current mechanics in the game. You can sprint, obviously, but we had a crouch and lean mechanic in the game, which actually still is in the current release of the game, but I temporarily removed it from what's available right now as of inside of Studio, because I'm going to rebuild those from the ground up, because at the time I was still learning code quite a bit, and I had just like grabbed the crouch and lean script from the toolbar and just dragged it into the game without a care. And now that I have a better perspective, I didn't like how those systems turned out, so I removed the crouch and lean script. So those will get revamped, so you'll see those in the devlog when I release like something for like the game description, or if I make a group or whatever, or I'll even make a video. I'll probably make a video just talking about the update and showing you guys like what we changed in the description or something like that. But yeah, like I said, I just wanted to go over this with you guys. If you guys want to see more of the current release gameplay, which if you want me to be honest, I don't know if you guys would want to see the current release because of how bare bones it is. You guys probably want the newer update to be released faster. But I'm not trying to avert y'all's gaze from the current release of the game. I'm just trying to be very transparent here and say that what we have now is enjoyable if you're just gonna join for a couple of minutes, or maybe 30 minutes to an hour or whatever, and just goof around. That's all it really is right now. It's just something to waste your time while you wait on something like your microwave meal or whatever. But when we push out update 1.2, the game will be a lot more enjoyable than just hopping in and playing for 30 minutes, because there'll be actual goals you'll have to reach. Because the reason why we have the XP system and the point system in the game is because I want to add like gun skins and stuff, and there'll be like a shop you can go to where maybe some of the future guns we add, you'll have to unlock them and stuff like that. But like I said, the current point of the game right now that's available for everyone is very bare bones, and I wouldn't say is extremely enjoyable, that it may be better than other shooter games on Roblox. But you guys, I just want you guys to understand that we're an indie dev group. We're not anyone famous. We're not anyone with all the knowledge in the world. This is just a couple of dudes getting together and just kind of pursuing our dream of making video games, and that's what this is. This is what we wanted to do. So this is what we're pursuing. I look forward a lot. I look forward to releasing update 1.2 with you guys, and I hope this video reaches a lot of people. Because when update 1.2 releases, that's gonna be like the official standpoint of saying, okay, we are at a point where we are ready to get out of alpha and go into beta, depending on what we release for 1.3. Well, I'm not gonna say if we get to that point. We're gonna get to that point. I'm confident. But yeah, like I said, I'm really looking forward to update 1.2. I have a lot of other stuff planned for this update. And yeah, if you guys want to see what the devlog will look like when we're done, I'll put the one that we've, like any of the stuff that we've already worked on, I'll put it in the description alongside the YouTuber that I was talking about with like the rocket launcher and stuff. Yeah. Like I said, I really look forward to this. I hope you guys are looking forward to this. And I hope you guys enjoy this. Peace.